G'day folks, Jim here from FX Charts, 7th of January. Thanks for dropping by. Soft services data both from China and then from the States really undermined the dollar a little bit today, pushed the euro a little bit higher. The euro actually had some reasonable services PMI of its own. Germany was a little bit weaker, but both Italy and Spain showed some promising signs. So that helped the euro a little bit higher. Elsewhere, there was some soft UK services PMI, which pushed cable to its lows, although it's rebounded since. And the yen strength is, of course, ongoing. So if we go straight to the charts, have a look at the euro first. So the euro, as we can see, having bottomed out here yesterday at 135.70, it chopped around, but it took off really after the weaker than expected US ISM services PMI, non-manufacturing PMI, and it's been up to 136.5. Now the hourly charts pretty much indecisive. I actually don't think we're going anywhere too far on the euro today. If anything, we could squeeze a bit harder. 4-hourly charts do suggest that we could end up a little bit higher, but quite honestly, I think, as I said yesterday, if we see it up at around 136.70 or so, I'd tend to be a bit of a seller up there. We're sitting right on this sort of FIBO level here at the moment, so 136.30. It could break either way. I think 136, the figure, will probably support it on the downside, and 137, I'd be surprised if we get above there. I believe there's some good offers around 136.90 at the moment, which is pretty much where this 38.2 FIBO level comes in. We've also got the 100 and the 200 and 100 day moving average around 137, just to either side of that. So I don't think we're really going too far. I wouldn't get too excited. In the longer term, as I say, the dailies are still pointing lower, and I do think we're probably going to come down and test this sort of 136.5 area. Very good support really between 136.25 and 136.60. So I don't think we're going too much below there for the time being. The 100-day moving average is the blue line here. That's at around 135.5, as is the this rising trend line as well. And if we were to overlay an Ichimoku, I'll try and do that. Indicators. We can see that the daily cloud is also coming in around here. So I don't think although I think we will go back and test it, I don't think we're going too much below that in the next couple of days, particularly ahead of the FOMC. On the top side, we've also got the daily Tenkan and the Kijun just above 137. So equally, I don't think we're going above there. So I've traded the range today, 137. 136, I think. Dollar yen's choppy. It's really followed the Nikkei around. The Nikkei had a bit of a tough session. Came off 2.25% yesterday, and the futures are down as well. So it's just consolidating here at the moment at 104.25. Now I'm not really too phased either way. We've got some slightly bullish divergence. We've got some lower price action here, but the MACDs and the RSIs aren't really following it. That's on the hourlies. So we could head back up to this 104.60 area. Don't think we're going too much higher. There's good resistance here around 104.90, which was the session high. The 4-hourly charts, they're actually pointing a little bit lower still. And so I wouldn't imagine we're going to do too much today unless the Nikkei really takes another turn. The dailies, well, I think we're possibly in for some more yen strength in the days to come, but that remains to be seen. The indicators are pointing lower on the dailies. The points to watch, therefore, would be probably around this level here, 103.75, somewhere around there. And then we've got this hit, first FIBO here. It's a 103, just below 103.5. Below which we head back down towards 103 and lower. I don't think we're going there today. And once again, I think ahead of the FOMC minutes, probably not doing a great deal, but just chopping around. Sterling, That made a low after the weaker services, UK services PMI, but rebounded after the equally soft US reading. And it's sitting around this 164 level once again, not doing an awful lot at the moment. The hourly charts are flat. The 4 hourlies are looking as though they might want to tie a little bit high, but I don't think we're going anywhere too far. And the dailies, as with the euro, are pointing low. So I think we can probably expect a range trading day today. Not looking for too much in either direction. I prefer to sell into strength. There'll be sellers at about 164 3/4. If we got up there, I'd like to sell it, probably with a stop loss about 165 1/4. Dollar Swiss, that made a high of 90.70 and came back after the dollar retreated following the weaker US data. It's chopping around now. As I said yesterday, I'd like to buy it in around this sort of 90.15 to 90, the figure area. It got down to 90.20 in the session just gone. It's back up at 90.40 at the moment. I'd still like to buy it on dips down towards this trend line here. And if it got below 89.85, I think I'd probably just cut it out. But I think until we get below this sort of level here, sort of 89.90, we're okay. The Aussie's done not an awful lot. It's just grinding its way sideways, really. I don't think we're going to see too much today. It had a 50-point range overnight, and it wouldn't surprise me really to see something similar today. I don't think we're going outside either 89 or 90 on the top side. We've got the trade balance coming up, and that might provide a little bit of volatility, but in the overall during the day, I think the day's range will probably contain it. In the dailies, it certainly looks as though we do want to test a little bit higher. I wouldn't get too excited though. And as I said yesterday, I think if we get up to this level here, sort of 90.30, 90.40, I'd look to be selling some. And certainly if we got up to this sort of 38.2% of the 97.5 to 88.20 range, if we got it back up here, I'd be looking to sell some, because I do think the overall trend is still lower, and I'm still looking for a test of this sort of level down at the base of the channel, as I've said before, at around sort of 87.80, 87.60 area, somewhere around there. Finally, the Kiwi, really not interested. It got up to 83.05, but it just remains very choppy. The hourly charts do look as though they're running out of steam. So this level here is 82.80. Now, if we break that, we actually could go a little bit lower, down here towards back towards 82.60. I don't think we're going much below 82.30 today. Sorry, 82.40 today. If we do, well, there's very good support down around the 82, the figure level. There's this 61.8% FIBO retracement here. We've got the 100-day moving average there as well at 82. That's backed up by the 200-day moving average, as well as we've got the 100-week moving average down here as well at 81.5. Don't really think we're going too much lower. As I've said before, the RBNZ could well hike rates in the first quarter, so I think there'll be plenty of interested buyers on dips, hoping that they do. All up, really, I think we're in for an 82 to 83.5 range, as I said yesterday, going nowhere too far today, and ahead of the FOMC, I think it'll probably be fairly quiet. So that's about it. We've got a little bit of data out later on today, nothing major. It's the German, it's the EU CPI and the German unemployment that we're going to be watching. There's not an awful lot out of the States, so all up a fairly range-bound day, I think. So have a very good one, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.